How you doing? Taking a deep breath?
I'm hanging in there. It's a little overwhelming, but not too bad.
Yeah, yeah, for those people that maybe are just tuning in and aren't quite sure, this show is going to go for 2 hours. So there still is a lot of time left to ask questions, and maybe if I haven't gotten to your question yet, there's still plenty of time. Or you can always call in because, you know, sometimes I can't get to every single instant message. I have about 4 rows full on my screen right now. If you want to call in, the number is 518-234-3400 or toll-free nationwide 888-254-9924. And my name is Chris, and this is the Gaming Files. And, and we actually do have a caller. I assume he's probably going by his board name or some posting name because I don't think this is his real name. It's Mixed Death from Victoria, Texas. Are you there, Mixed Death?
Yes, I am.
What's your question for Jeff?
What inspired you to make the Random Insanity message board?
Oh, another Random Insanity question.
I think there might be a few of those, I think.
It was Random Insanity was back in the days when there were just, I believe Current Events was the first social board. Random Insanity was the first major spin-off from Current Events to corral some of the crazier posters who basically just went off on random tangents and went nuts on the board. It wasn't necessarily a bad thing, but it kind of drowned out normal conversation sometimes, so Random Insanity was created and grew into a life all of its own.
Yeah, so I guess you've noticed a lot of people using it quite a bit?
It's one of the most popular boards on the site.
Really?
It's just a fun place to go.
Yeah, I've gone there a few times. I don't do much posting myself, but I like to watch and see because some of them can get pretty interesting. Do you have any other questions, caller?
What's the deal with Game Queen?
I don't get into I'm not going to deal with individual user problems on this call-in show today. Sorry.
Okay, that's a simple answer. I have a lot of people wondering about why you got rid of the chat and they want you to bring it back. So maybe if you can give them a little bit of information about what the whole deal is with that.
For those who missed it, the chat was an interesting experiment in my eyes. It went on for about, I guess, half a year. And the chat was closed basically because it was just too much work, too much overhead, too many problems with it. The message boards are easy to control, as it were, because they move much slower. When something goes wrong on chat, it goes wrong right then, and I honestly didn't have the time or the willpower to keep up with it and deal with the chat on a daily basis. As far as it ever coming back, not any time in the foreseeable future.
Well, yeah, it makes sense. Chats, I've noticed, take a lot more capabilities too, because it's like constant information being sent back and forth. Whereas the message board is you send it and then it sort of stops for a bit. So, yeah, let's go for another caller. Cody from Nashville, I think, if I'm reading it correctly. Are you there, Cody?
Yeah, I am.
What's your question for Jeff?
Alright, my question, hey Steve, how you doing?
Just fine.
Alright, sweet. My question is, how and why exactly did Get FAQs become popular over the summer of 2000? Why was that a big turn on for people at that time?
It was basically the summer that the message boards exploded. I can't explain it. The activity on video game sites in general always picks up during the summer because our core demographic is out of school. They have more time to play video games. Not just people under 18, but everybody's out of college. And when you get high school and college students all out of school for the summer and they're playing video games, they come to the site. Just every summer it happens, and that happened to be the first summer that the message boards were active, and that's where it kind of took off from there.
Yeah, I found mine during the summer around August of 2001, so I love it too, man.
Thanks.
Yeah, just thanks for creating that. It's a great site.
Well, thank you very much.
Well, thanks for calling and letting them know that, because I'm sure, Jeff does a lot of work, but I'm not sure how many people exactly thank him for it. I'm sure there's probably a few, threads on the message boards that say that, but it's always nice to hear it. Let's see, another question. Okay, this is a good one. What games do you currently play when you have time?
When I have time, just recently I've been playing Jet Set Radio Future on the Xbox, which is just graphically beautiful. The gameplay is, to me, it's easier to get into than it was on the original Jet Set Radio or Jet Grind Radio on the Dreamcast. And trying to think, what else have I played recently? Of course, I have to give a shout out to Progress Quest, which is it's basically it's a joke, but it's one of the best jokes I've ever seen. It takes all of the work and activity of playing an online role-playing game like EverQuest or Ultima Online and automates it for you. So you basically just get to watch progress bars scroll across the screen as your character goes out and fights porn elementals and all types of other creatures, sells the equipment, and upgrades himself. I'll have to give a props out to them. It's progressquest.com, and it's definitely something to try out if you've ever played any online role-playing game.
Yeah, okay, well, we have another caller from Illinois. Are you there, caller?
Yes, I am.
Okay, what's your question for Jeff?
Yes, I've been on his topic on Games, News, and Notes, and people keep wanting me to ask about Ghosty.
Well, that's nice. I really can't respond to that. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, well, let's see, another question. Let's see, another person that really likes the game, that likes the site. So many emails. Okay, this is a good one. What do you think about the new Resident Evil movie?
I think that pretty much every movie that's ever been based on a video game is something that should be avoided at all costs.
Yeah, there's a few that I can think of that definitely should have been avoided. I actually kind of like the Mortal Kombat movie, the first one.
That wasn't that bad. Plot, but it was decent action. I'll give it that much.
Yeah, the second one sort of went downhill, but the first one wasn't that bad. The music was kind of cool too. So, and we actually have another caller right away. It's Matt from Washington. Are you there, Matt?
Yes, hi.
What's your question for Jeff?
Hi, I was wondering if you feel slightly responsible for the server troubles that the PQ servers have had since you posted that message on CE.
Actually, I don't think GameFAQs played that big a part of it. I'd hope it's the link on Meme Pool got a lot more visitors than just my posting did. But if I sent unhelpful traffic their way, I feel a little bit guilty for it.
Okay. I had one other question too. Why can't you put attributes around quotes around the attributes in your source code?
Somebody's been looking at your source code, Jeff.
Well, it makes it hard to index the boards.
Oh, I see. For never really thought about it.
You never learned it that way.
Yeah, basically. That's one question I'm surprised nobody's asked yet is how I learned to code websites, and basically it's all self-taught, and I've basically, once I get a page working in both Internet Explorer and Netscape and Opera, I stop messing with it. Because just getting to that alone is a struggle into itself without having to worry about following every single standard.
Yeah, that makes sense. Do you have any other questions, caller?
That's it. Thank you.
Okay, well, thanks for calling.